Alright, it's all started. Who wants to start?
I can go ahead.
Okay.
So just reading through online what we have to discuss. We have to talk about what specific services we're providing for our community partner. So I did CFOM, the breakfast club with the kids in the morning before school. And so basically all that it was going in and serving the kids breakfast and helping them with homework if they needed it, playing games. There was a dance day. We did jump rope one day. So it was basically keeping the kids safe and off the streets before school while the parents had the opportunity to go off to work or wherever they needed to be. And then I've completed my hours. I only had to do 12 because I did the tour of the community, which counted towards 3 of the hours. So I'm completely done with mine. What I learned from the serving of the kids in the morning, I mean, obviously it was a lot of fun, and it's unfortunate that there's a lot of problems with this neighborhood and that these kids have to live in this situation, and but it's really great that there's a place like this for them to go. There were things about the program that I didn't necessarily agree with, such as the leadership by the adults and how they spoke to the kids and things like that. And so while it was really great and all, I also saw some downfall to it because the environment that the kids were sometimes put into was kind of negative. I know not every project or group like this could be positive based on the need and the amount of help they're getting, but that was one of the things I did notice. It just gave me an opportunity to just, express any assistance that I could. There was nothing, specific to any of like the skills or anything like that that I had. I talked about it, so I guess I was outreach to others and expressing the need, but basically just kind of diving in and helping where we could was the biggest thing. So.
Alright. Okay, I'll go next. I'm also volunteering at CFOM, and it's been a good experience so far. Like Melanie said, we're just going in and cooking breakfast and spending time with the kids and trying to develop, like, giving them a little more exposure to, like, what healthy relationships are supposed to be, like, with adults and stuff, being a supportive adult in their life and trying to help them and be a good start to their day. I have one volunteer session left, otherwise I'm done. So I'm going on Monday and then I'll be finished with my time. I have considered maybe like continuing a little bit just because it has it's been a fun experience. I really like the kids a lot. I do agree that the leadership is a little bit different than I was expecting, and the attitude of the leaders are just a little bit more sarcastic, I guess, than I thought that they would be. But all in all, I still like the program. I guess I've learned so far, just I feel like I've expanded my views a little bit more. You know, we all get kind of caught up in our own. I live in like the safest town ever, like in urban America, and it's just kind of different. It's really expanded my views on how these kids are really not that far away from me, but they have totally different lives than when I was growing up in elementary school. So it's crazy that there is even a program that needs to be in this kind of existence because the area over there is kind of bad. And I guess it's sometimes challenging, a little bit more challenging to be in a disciplinary thing. Like, no, we don't discipline them, but like it's kind of weird to see. I haven't been around bullying and stuff like that, so it's kind of like with that age, so it's different to see that now with like all these little kids that like are not directly mine, So it's been different. But I guess the only thing that I think that maybe is expressing more of my servant leadership skills is like listening and trying to be really observant of the people, of the kids around me, and listening to them and kind of making sure that they really feel heard and feel like they have like a safe environment. And that's about it.
Alrighty. So I completed my hours with the YPN program, Young Parents Network, and I worked in their We Care shop where we were able to provide access to some of the services that would support self-sufficiency and healthy living for young families that attended the program, which I thought was really nice to have. I'm done with my hours. I was actually able to get them done within a few weeks, so that was really nice to get it out of the way. Um, some of the things that I learned was that having a program like YPN is extremely helpful to individuals in the community that really need that help, because obviously essentials for children and babies like diapers, wipes, clothes, formula, and all that, it all adds up and it's really expensive. So I think having something like that is really nice for a community, and I think there should be more programs like that for young families to kind of have access to, because I think it really helps them out. Um, how is your service learning project expressing and developing your servant leadership skills? I was able to focus on the needs of others and how I could provide the help that they needed. I was able to become more involved as a leader in my community, and it really opened my eyes as to like how much my help can really help others, because I've never really volunteered at any other organization. So it actually has made me like want to continue to do the work that I've been doing, kind of like you. Um, but yeah, it really opened up my eyes to what some of the things that like people struggle with, that like maybe we ourselves don't struggle with it, but there are a lot of people that do. So yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
All right, ladies. Well, I hope you guys have a good Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcast and post it, and
All
I
right.
will probably email it this week.
Hope you know.
Awesome. Have
All
a good day,
right.
guys.
Bye.
Have a good day. See ya.